I'm Rick Spence from R4 Contracting, president of R4 Contracting. R4 was founded in 1986. Where our office is, it's a 43-acre site that Lettingham McAllister owns, and we're one of his main tenants here, and we hope to be here for many years building towers for Ward McAllister. And we have a structural steel shop out here. This is the CWB certificates. Aaron Lind is the head supervisor, and everything that goes in and out of our shop for our cranes, outrigger decks are all CWB welded, approved, and engineers stamp before they go to site. As you can see, we got quite an inventory of Doka joists, ICS joists, and I'll just walk you down here a little further and show you all the table hardware and where we build the tables. Our gang panels, you'll notice that they have C-channels, 5-inch C-channels. You can see the yellow channels going up the sides here. We'll just take a shot down here. We try to build most of the decks out here in our yard, so when they're ready to go to site, they just go right onto the slab surface. They don't have to be built on site. They don't have to wait for the tables. Build them in the yard, send them to site. We'll head further down the yard here, and you'll see we've got a Pioneer SK315 that's going on site shortly. And then to my left is the gang panels that have been ready to go to site. Some of them have splice plates added on. They have the tops of them on. Others have been chopped down and then makes them easier for shipping. On my right here, this is a Jazo crane extra jib sections. We can get up to with the 300 Jazo, we can get 226 feet with these jib sections. The height of it is just as many tie-in sections as you want to put. We can go as high as the buildings require. It's important that you have the right inventory, and I'll just show you with the size of the industry and how it's going in Vancouver, the amount of high-rises coming up. It's very important that you don't run short of material. So as you can view in our yard, we have material. And we need to get it out of the yard and onto your site. So right here you can see this is for building the tables. These are heavy aluminum I-beams. And then in the back you can see all the maxi shores and HV props. And that's all for building tables. And as we swing around the yard here, F&G trailers, F&G Trucking leaves their trailers right on our site for loading. And being a central location like we are, we have our own yard donkey that pulls the trailer up here, and we load all our own trucks every morning. It's with the trailer sitting right on site here, it's a very convenient yard. And in the background here you can also see all the HV props and H20 joists. By doing our own maintenance on our all our scaffolding, shoring equipment, it keeps everything in good repair. A lot of times if you've got to send it out to a third-party shop, you're waiting for it to get back, or you don't get to your maintenance. Here, every time a load comes back from the site, it's inspected, repaired, and stamped to go to the next site. Yeah, a lot of these we'll actually make. When the shipping takes too long to get here, we use it's a soft rubber tire so it doesn't get hung up on the rocks and the nails. And the winch system, and we always make sure that it's been approved to go to site. And all the maintenance, and sometimes we make them ourselves. If the manufacturing can't produce quick enough, then we'll produce them here. Our accessories for the forming are flown in these crates here. These are all steel, engineered crates. All the lifting lugs are engineered. The pick points are all engineered. Before they go to site, you got your loads printed right on them, and it makes it very neat. You can see how they stack, and they stack and fly very efficiently. And using the right equipment again gets the project done. This tie-in it pinches on top of the patio, the sun decks that they got sticking out from the building. And in the case of the Aviera project, the decks taper down to 3 inches, so we had to custom make these up to pinch on top of the decks. This was a very unique, innovative tie-in design. But that way we didn't leave any windows out, we just tied in on top of the sun decks, and the project continued on. All the windows are finished as we go. The project is not delayed in any way. This was built in our shop, and Desmir is the engineer that certified and approved them, and this will be the last tie-in. I believe it's the fourth tie-in on that project. These here are tower base plates, and we fab and manufacture these in our shop. These are used ones, of course, that we retrieve off another site. We put them in, we retrieve them, bring them back here, inspect them, NDT test them, and ship them back out. So often these are reused and not lost in the concrete. We build sleeves around the thread rod, the anchors that go down into the concrete. Oh, the concrete below them, and the crane mounts on top here, of course, and only the very bottom base plate is lost. Yeah, the anchors are built right in our shop, which I'll take you to in a minute. We build these anchor stools, and we build them for other customers and clients, and some of our competitors will build anchor stools for. Vancouver is a changing city. The high-rise market that we're focused on is a leader in the construction industry right now. There's many investors that see Vancouver as the new frontier. And we too are a growing young company, though we've been around since '86. Our staff, we see the need to train young people, and several of us have our sons working with us now, and we've got a key on. We've been keying on them for more training, more education, because we see no end to this market. We see it increasing in size, in height. Vancouver is a key spot. I've traveled many places in the world, and I've seen many high-rise projects up and down the West Coast, and Vancouver is definitely our focus. And I think there's others would agree with that. And yeah, and R4 has really appreciated the fact that we've worked with the leading general contractors in Vancouver, and we're focused, and we're proud to be part of the action here. R4, we see our future in our staff, so it's very important to maintain young and up-and-coming employees, and we do that through company benefit plans, through education, whether it's training at BCIT, training on new equipment. We use robotic total stations, of course these climbing cores, crane operators, we always make sure that they're ticketed. If we have a B ticket operator, we train them up to be an A ticket operator. We have a goal and an eye on maintaining our staff, retaining our staff I should say. We want to keep the employees we have. And I see a future in people. In our industry, in my industry, I guess, it is very labor intensive. The generals, they sub the project out to us because we control the labor on the sites. And with labor, there's a lot of risk. So you want to have knowledgeable staff, you want to have well-trained staff, you don't want to have a turnover. So we believe the key is in the training.